Hey guys, what's up? I'm Commander Timelin and welcome to another of my mining videos. Today I just want to show you an updated version of my HAZ Res mining technique because I have tried a different chip for this before. I was in the Anaconda and I switched to Cutter. And honestly, in general, a long story short, I'm quite happy with this thing. So let me just show you the build real quick on Coriolis. Or actually on Inara. So this is not like super final version because I basically scrapped whatever I had on the fleet carrier to put this together. So basically you can see I have 512 tons of cargo with 8 cargo racks, some shield, obviously a whole shitload of collectors. I think this is 14 together. And I could still use more, but you cannot fit more. So then refinery, prospector, I didn't put anything into the military so far because I didn't really need it. And as I mentioned before, this is not a final build, this is just a scrap build more or less. You can also tell by like this experimental here on one of the weapons, like regenerating sequence. This isn't a wing fight build, so I just had this spare, so I used it. From mining perspective, what's more important here are those 4 mining medium lasers, which drain the capacitator like crazy, but they mine pretty fast, so that's why I have these 14 collectors. And yeah, the rest is kind of like, the normal stuff as you would have. So this was just a quick overview of the build that I'm going to be using here. And I also have a different location. I found this, online, and basically there is actually a mapped run here. I'm not gonna do that because that's work of someone else. I've put a link into the video description so you can check that mapped run as well, which is definitely faster than the regular random prospector mining here. But I just want you to show the general HAZ Res technique here without the map, because you can do that anywhere. And this spot is actually better than my original one because it has the platinum hotspot and the HAZ Res side in perfect alignment in the middle. So, this gives a better results. And from my previous tests, which I did for 3 runs with this cutter, and in each instance I've been able to fill that 512 ton cargo in about 45 minutes, so that's pretty neat. Hopefully I'll be able to do it again since I'm recording this stuff. And okay, for some reason, yeah, this sometimes happens, I don't know why. It random swaps selection or targeting or whatever you had. So Frontier, and they're not super stable games, but I mean I don't know the other ones, but I still love it because it's elite and it's great. It's space, Alright, so fix the screwed up approach here. It wasn't my fault, I didn't select the nav beacon, so so yeah. Moving on. You can see this is quite an interesting ring. It's not what you usually see out there too much with this big gap here. There's also a lot of people here. I'm guessing everyone's doing the mapped run. I saw like some screenshots and people were able to fill the cutter with this amount of cargo I have in like 20 to 30 minutes. So that's pretty crazy, but you can do it only once every 3 hours, I think. I didn't check the run closely, so I'm not sure if it's scaled for more than the cutter that's it's made in. So you can check the link and try for yourself if you want. As mentioned before, I put it into the video description. So as always, just drop in the middle. And let the pirates come and scan you and then leave you alone for the initial part of the mining run. So I'm just gonna align to whatever direction I'm gonna mine to, I guess towards the planet because that's easiest. And yeah, just have to wait for these guys to come in, scan, say some shit about, you don't have anything, you are so useless, and then move away. So after they do that, I will just move to 15-kilometer mark, more or less, and I will start prospecting and mining from there. Alright, come on. Okay, this group is done. There are 2 more coming in. Then there's a miner over there. And I don't know, I think that's another pirate maybe. Yeah, I mean, I could just boost away now and you know, leave them behind me, but then I would have a higher risk of them coming back and scan me. Well, I don't need that, so... Yeah, this is just a preparation before the actual run, you know. Just chill out a little bit, you know, enjoy the scenery. You can also see that there are some deep core blown up, because there is a lot of people mining, so they also mine the deep cores, obviously. But that's not what we are here for. Alright, I think... Yeah, let's just move away from here. I'm also zooming the sensors out all the way, all the time, to get a better idea about the, you know, ships and where they actually are. And you basically want to just, you know, move away to get away from the radar contacts. And if you get lucky, you can make the whole run without single fight. That usually doesn't happen. There is almost always like 1 or 2 instances that you either wanna run or shoot. But for the most part, you can actually do it quite alright without the fighting. Okay, so we are actually at 18 kilometers, but that's fine. Can start from here. And I'm just gonna, you know, do the regular thing, prospect, and check what's in there. So this is where the mapped run comes into play, that if you know where to look, you can skip some of the prospecting shenanigans or looking for the rocks. But since this is the middle of the hotspot, which I didn't show you because I don't have the DSS installed, but if you do and you check it out, you will see. There's quite a lot of platinum around, you know, so you usually don't have to fly too much before you find 1 or 2 or 20, but it depends, you know. Well, let me just move a little closer. Okay, there's 1 laser show, so we want to stay sort of clear about it. Alright. Osmium, okay, I mined that too. I basically mined platinum, osmium, and pynite, so... any of these 3, because they are very close together in prices. So, you know, why not? I'll just, you know, mine this thing. It's gonna draw my capacitator before I can mine this, so it's usually like 2-phase job. And you can see, like, when you check how much that number down there drops, you can tell what the yield is. I've been discussing that before, but just to show you real quick. When the final number appears, we can basically tell. So it goes all the way down to 1.92% drop per 1 tick. 1.92% from down there when you mine it. So lower the number, higher the yield, you know? So that's basically how you tell the better yields in the rest sites. If you mine outside rest site, you will see that number is about 3 or 4%. So you have like double the yield here. As opposed to outside the ring, outside the rest area. So that's why you do this, that's why you mine in rest sites, because there's a yield bonus. So, yeah. But somehow I'm, you know, losing collectors here for whatever reason. There's probably some stuck chunk, which also happens all the time. So I'll just leave that. Yeah, I know. This is gonna be the last one. Alright. How about you? Nope. I usually have like 2 rocks already here. This happens with my streamers all the time, you know. I do 3 runs, you know, just to check it out. Everything works perfect. Then I go for the stream and I'm not getting the results I would be expecting straight away, but that's no bother, because once we hit it, it's gonna work fine. Okay, I saw a Conda on the radar blip real quick, so I'll probably keep it a little low-key here. So you can see that the cutter drifts a lot, so... but this is strange. Finally. You have plenty of these rocks around here. I don't know why I had such a bad luck right now. So, let's just mine this guy real quick. And these 4 lasers, they really, you know, help you out with the speed of the mining. I just need to find a little better angle down there. This is better. Okay, I can see there is some sort of blob up there. Might be a couple of ships, might be just one. Okay, this one has 2.38, so this was like lower yielder than the previous asteroid we mined, the osmium one, but still with 40%. Just see what were the yields, you know, 20 tons from that rock, and this one is gonna be a little less than that, but not that much. Alright, guys. Collect, quick. You see, even with all these collectors, it still takes time for them to get all of that. Yeah, there is definitely something not really cool going on down there, so I'll probably move away a little bit. And this is where the cutter speed really helps, you know, because you can just, you know, dash easily. But I don't want to actually go away from the center because I'm already at 16 kilometers, so I'll probably just circle around a little bit. Oh, come on, last fragment down there. Where exactly are they? Okay, this should do it. Alright, so let's continue with prospecting, and hopefully I will have more luck with the rocks that I'm here for, actually. Also, I have upped the platinum rule, or the mining rule in general, that I mine 30% plus as opposed to 20 as before. This is just weird. Maybe others have mined it out. No, that's actually not possible. As I said, probably just have the bad luck. So I've mined a lot here recently. Okay, there's another one. So one not exactly great thing about the lasers is that, you know, you can see that sometimes the chunks just you know, fly in a very weird directions. But sometimes you can lock it to just one laser and it's fine, so I don't know why it does that. Anyway, so we let the collectors keep collecting, and let's prospect a couple of more rocks around. Okay, this is also platinum one, so, you know, we're gonna make up for the weirdish start. You can see now they are shooting just from that one laser down there, which is like the optimal situation. I usually try to, you know, turned it on and off when it starts to shooting from a different location, but I don't actually know what triggers it. There's one ship down there, but it looks like a miner because he's not moving at all. He's probably mining. Oh, there's some close by rock that we could prospect from the static position easily. How about you up there? Maybe I've already prospected that one. I'm not really sure. We'll see. Well, be that as it may, it's still kinda useless. So yeah, and I'm leaving some of the materials here because I'm full on the raw materials, so I didn't have time to go to the trader because, you know, you fill on them so quick that it's just kinda like you have to go to trader all the time. And you can see there's like a cluster of these, so this is a third rock in a row with mineable deposit of platinum. So then you can see it starts pick up, you know, we're already at 80 tons mined. It's probably gonna get better. But yeah. And also you can see so far there was no bother from pirates. I just had to, you know, keep clear a little bit, but I think there are some coming right now. So yeah, as I was talking about it, let's see. There's the T9. Oh, they are actually fighting already. So, oh, this is already depleted. Okay. So this is, you know, another of these times to just, you know, make a dash. If that's the correct word for it. Oh, I'm actually getting scanned, so... let's just move out. We're gonna wait for those. They actually had moving the stuff, or they look somehow stuck. Okay, this should do it. All right, so I'm just keeping still at, you know, 15-16-ish K. All right, I think I'm gonna have a little fighty with this one. It's just a SPX, and he's gonna be bothering me for a little bit, so I should be able to get rid of him relatively quick. Even though he's elite, but it's just a SPX, so... So yeah, as I said before, sometimes you choose to fight because, you know, he would be chasing me around for a little bit, and then, you know, I would have to get to the good position again, so... And this is pretty fast. Plus, he will drop some materials, so that's also like a bonus. And since the radar is clear, I can just start prospecting right away. Meanwhile, the collectors will get the material, so you just wanna, you know, try to keep it streamlined. And we'll see if we'll get some more luck with the platinum. Because that place we've been a couple seconds ago was pretty good, you know. There's some more fighting up there, so I gotta keep that in mind. 15% platinum, I don't think so. Okay, how about you? Hmm. We'll be getting again too close. And I'm really having a bad luck today, which is so typical.
Asteroid scan complete. Collector limit expired. Prospector limit failed. Prospector limit engaged.
Okay. Finite is also good, so...
Limit expired. Asteroid scan complete.
Plus there is a core, but I'm not gonna core this. Okay, the fight is coming around. Hopefully I'll be done. What the actual? Oh. Says miner is remaining 100%. I'm mining it. Okay, it looks like it's bugged. I haven't seen that before. Like, this is super strange. Check it out. I'm mining it and I'm not mining it. Well, whatever. Okay, let's just dash a little bit. I don't like those ships being there. But I have no idea how that happened. I never seen that bug. Weird.
Collector limit expired. Prospector limit engaged.
There's some more fighting going on there. But I like this rock, so I'm gonna mine this. Always trying to find the most static spot on the asteroid and mine it there, because otherwise you will end up with chunks all over the place and limpets, you know, smashing into stuff, and you don't really want that, so...
Asteroid depleted.
Alright. I'm actually relatively close at 10 kilometers, so I'll probably... I mean, closer you are, there's like higher traffic of ships, sort of. I mean, it does vary, but that's a general rule, so... Sometimes I wanna just, you know, move away a little bit, but it depends, you know, if the radar is mostly clear. I sometimes go all the way in, but that doesn't usually happen.
Collector limit expired.
The collectors keep dying here for some reason today.
Collector limit expired.
Well, so far, they...
Detected.
Oh, I thought that they won't pay attention to me, but now they started to. So...
Prospector limit engaged.
So who exactly are you? Alright, I'm not gonna run from you, I don't think so.
Scan
So...
impulse attack.
Now he's chaffing, but... You know, gimbals can also work as fixed.
Collector limit expired.
Especially the lasers, they are quite easy to use that way. Well, let's see if the prospector actually found something. Not really, okay, so... I want the materials. Nah, let's not waste my time with this today. Alright, continue with the prospection. I'll be moving away from the center a little bit. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. And again, finding the static part, which is right here. Don't forget the cargo scoop. And mine. Okay, these rocks work. Unlike that choroid that I couldn't mine with laser for some reason. I can always move a little closer to make the collector's life easier. and collect a little faster.
Asteroid depleted.
It's so far, yeah, we moved to 100 platinum. Not bad. Not bad. Still a little behind the schedule, I think. But we can check the stats later. Alright, more collectors dead, I see, for whatever reason. Yeah, there's more laser show up there, so I'm gonna pick a little different direction here. Take it from this side. Are you done? Yeah, seems like. Alright. Actually, let's stay in this cluster for a little bit. See if there are like multiple rocks around.
Prospector limit failed.
Because they tend to cluster, so.
Prospector limit engaged.
Not this one, obviously, but let's continue and see. Chaos Man.
Asteroid scan complete. Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch.
And check how fast they go. And you can see there's so many fragments.
Asteroid depleted.
Alright, let's have a look at the neighbor here.
Prospector limit failed.
And now the radar is clear, you know, so
Prospector limit
we
engaged.
should be alright for a little bit here.
Asteroid scan complete.
I already checked that rock, I think I did. Okay, let's try that one.
Prospector limit failed.
I usually just try to fire prospector and align to the next rock because you don't want to waste time if it's not mineable. Like in this case.
Prospector limit failed.
This is probably the one I just... Oh no, not really.
Engaged.
Alright, I was more hopeful.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limit failed.
Okay.
Engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
So, you know, just keep moving and keep prospecting and keep mining.
Prospector
This is like the, you know, usual miner stuff.
Prospector limit engaged.
Alright, let's arc it towards the center, back a little bit. I don't want to go past 20 kilometers essentially.
Prospector limit engaged.
So there's one more that we want to mine. It's over 30%, and there's also a little osmium, which is like a nice bonus, I think. Also, it would help it I wouldn't deploy landing gear instead of opening the cargo hatch. So this one is 2.22%er. You can see the last number down there is 2.22%. So that number is always like fixed, you know. So it's been dropping by 2.22% the whole time. And that's the yield difference basically. Okay, I think we have some fighting going on down there. Is this pirate being chased? Okay. That's cool. Alright. Some more prospecting. Meanwhile, the collectors finish their job. There are still some raw materials I'm picking, as you could hear from the notification. Yeah, okay.
Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Prospector limpet
And this ring is sort of interesting. You know, it's not really like tall, you know, if you
engaged.
consider the height, but it's relatively dense, so
Asteroid scan complete.
you can see here is another platinum rock. This is a nice one. 52, yeah, 52%. It also looks like it's gonna be high yielder. Let's wait for the final number in the minerals remaining.
Scan detected.
Oh, okay. This is typical. You find a nice rock, you mine it, and suddenly there is a wing dropping on you. But I will just finish the 1.92. Just below 2% is good yield always. Okay, so I'll just finish this and you will see my flight dash technique, which is basically just boost the fuck away once they are done. And that's like the advantage of this cutter build, because it collects so fast and it also moves very fast if needs be. So it's like, you know, hit and run thing. But actually they left me alone, so these are probably the federal agents and not pirates. Interesting. So you won't actually see my boost the fuck away technique, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory, so doesn't need a demonstration. Alright. How about you? I like these small ones, they are easy to mine, so I try to prospect them as much as I can.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Well, not you then. How about you?
Complete. Prospector limpet failed.
Checking, we are broke 200 tons of cargo, so we are getting to the midpoint. Oh, come on.
Asteroid scan complete.
Wasn't paying attention at all.
Prospector limpet failed.
I still sometimes forget how much this thing drags.
Prospector limpet.
So even if you just, you know, move slowly, it still takes forever to make a full stop. Yeah, this one looks like high yielder as well. $1.69. This is basically the best yield you can get ever anywhere. You won't see that number, that 1.69. You won't see lower than that. So
Expired.
this was a good find. Too bad it was just, I think, 37 or 34-ish%. I don't really remember. It wasn't like 50 or 60. Because if you combine that with like 60% platinum with high yield, you can get like 40 tons of shit from one asteroid. Which is kind of great, you know. It's still not the best I ever saw in the game. In the old days, I think the bonus was higher, because I was able to pull 60 tons of stuff from one asteroid once. I think it was palladium. I think it was for the community goal back then.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Yeah, good old times.
Asteroid scan.
But mining is definitely better these days. I mean, overall. We didn't have any core mining. We didn't have any hotspots. 25%? Eh. do that.
Asteroid scan.
So I mean, yeah, totally. The mining got turned for the better during the years.
Prospector limit engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
I don't think this is the best position for this rock, even though it rotates slow. It's still sometimes the chunks will shoot into like not the optimal position, and you know the collectors will have tendency to smash the asteroid and die, which you want to prevent always. So you know positioning matters.
Asteroid depleted.
I always try to utilize the collection time,
Prospector limit failed.
so I'll be prospecting some of these rocks around. Those that aren't too far, because you don't want to wait, I don't know,
Limit engaged.
like a minute or two for the collector to find its mark.
Asteroid scan.
Also, it's much easier to miss the asteroid if you shoot it from here. Like from far away, I mean. Alright, so finally our guy's finished.
Prospector limit engaged.
So I'll just, you know, have a look around, as usual.
Asteroid scan complete.
And again, the terrible drag of the cutter.
Prospector limit engaged.
Oh, that was close.
Prospector limit failed. Prospector limit engaged.
Let's try this big one. I'm getting like too many signals for me to stay comfortable. They're all the fuck around, so... But the clipper is definitely coming for me, and there are more ships. Yeah, let's just do the dash. I'm gonna fly past this poor miner. And there's more fighting up there.
Collector limit expired.
Alright, let's not complicate this stuff too much and just, you know, boost away. Look at that, there's this stupid clipper. And now I'm clear. See, it didn't take too long. So, and I'm still like relatively close to the center. So, you know, this is where the cutter is very, like, you know, flexible. And it's also like a more flexible way of mining than the map run, because I didn't try it, but you know, I can imagine then you doing the map run here, and when you get disturbed by the pirates, it will break the chain, you know.
Prospector limit.
Okay, 28. Okay, I will do that. That's like the gray zone for me.
Asteroid scan complete.
I think 28% is worth doing it. Alright, 250 tons, almost.
Limpid zone error. Deploy cargo hatch.
Yeah, so I'm definitely falling behind the usual schedule. But I don't think that much.
Asteroid depleted.
We'll see in the stat. Alright. I'm actually gonna probably go in that direction, more or less.
Prospector limit failed.
They're still collecting. You see, like, there's a lot of stuff dropping in the rest sites. And this bonus is proportionate to like a couple things. One is distance to the center, of course. The other one, obviously, is the type of the res. So, I mean, in low, is it like the low intensity is combat zone. I mean the low level, let's say, I can't remember how they called. The low res side has lowest bonus, obviously. HAZ Res side is the highest one, so it kind of makes sense, you know. I had a little of lucky prospect here, 52% of platinum.
Limited drone error. Deploy cargo hatch. Asteroid depleted.
I'll probably just stay here until they finish collecting to speed it up, because sometimes if you just move too much around, it will confuse the collectors and you will collect that much slower, so... Alright.
Prospector limpet failed.
That's the miner, so that doesn't bother me. That's shipped down there, and... Okay, Pionite, Osmium Platinum, that's the combo. Gonna mine this whole thing. I don't know, probably around here? Oh, actually it's up there.
Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo.
Yeah, let the capacitator recharge.
Asteroid depleted.
So that was relatively quick. I'm just gonna move right above the chunks here, so the collection is faster. And meanwhile, I can just you can see like they were just, you know, really stuffing it in. And in the meantime, I can always prospect more. So
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
I do sometimes check the contacts once in a while because I wanna see what ships are around to keep, you know, keep track of the miners. Because miners are obviously harmless too. Because they do the same stuff you do. They come to mine.
Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch.
Yeah, this is a fast collection.
Asteroid depleted.
I'm gonna move more closer towards the fragments, so it's faster to collect for the collectors. And meanwhile, I can shoot some more prospectors around.
Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch. Asteroid scan complete.
Now this is a nice group.
Prospector
So let's see.
Prospector limpet engaged.
There's just a little bit of platinum here. I'm not really interested in that. I've sort of lost the bearings, but no matter. There is a lot of rocks to prospect. Another platinum one.
Asteroid scan complete.
Just gonna figure out where that axis is. I think it's on this side down here. Ah, that's close enough.
Asteroid depleted.
Alright, let's realign because I'm looking just into the void here. Oh well, maybe you, why not?
Prospector lipid failed.
Should be finally done with this.
Prospector lipid engaged. Prospector lipid failed. Prospector lipid engaged.
Okay, another one, platinum. So you see if you get a little bit lucky and not a little bit unlucky like I did, you can mine this very fast because there's a lot of these platinum rocks around here. And the previous 4 runs or 3 runs I did average at 46 minutes to essentially fill the 512 tons, with platinum being 88% of the whole, the rest osmium and pienite. So it's definitely like one of the quickest ways to mine.
Asteroid depleted.
As I said before, the mapped run is definitely faster. So that's a little different approach to it. With its own pros and cons, obviously, but
Prospector.
definitely worth checking out. Okay, another platinum right in front of us. I can actually mine it from here, which is kinda cool.
Asteroid.
Just move a little closer. They're still collecting back there a little bit, I think.
Asteroid depleted.
So yeah, maybe one of these days I will make a complete map of the rocks here, because there's actually a neat technique of mapping using that navigation dot there and lines on the orb, because they actually split the 360 into 18-degree chunks, so you can use that to pinpoint the direction, and then use the other reading to pinpoint the distance from the center, so you can sort of like, you know, estimate where they are. So it would maybe be a good idea to have some sort of heat map of where exactly these platinum rocks are. Just, you know, to have a little more reference, but I'll see. Maybe one day when I'm too bored, I will give it a go. Alright, we finished with the collection here. So... Oh, damn. Sometimes I forget how big the cutter actually is.
Collector limit expired. Prospector limit failed. Prospector limit engaged.
Okay, Osmium, I can mine that too.
Scan complete.
And again, I lost quite a few of collectors. Interesting.
Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch.
But we are approaching 400 tons here, which is cool.
Asteroid depleted.
Also, I moved past 20k, so I'm gonna move back. We try these rocks down there. Okay, I think we should be all set here.
Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch.
So let's see.
Prospector limit failed.
We need only a couple of rocks, you know, because we're almost there.
Engaged. Prospector limit failed. Prospector limit.
Hopefully it's not gonna take too long.
Prospector limit failed. Prospector limit engaged. Prospector limit failed. Prospector limit engaged.
Alright, these rocks here don't seem to be at all interesting, so I'm just gonna relocate a tiny bit. And as I mentioned before, these guys tend to cluster sometimes, so as much as you want to check nearbys of one good rock, you don't want to waste time in a cluster of bad rocks, you know.
Prospector limit failed. Prospector limit.
Alright, Pioneer and Platinum, that looks good.
Asteroid scan complete.
I think we are actually in sort of a good position here, more or less. Yeah, this works pretty fine. Well, we should the full cargo hold soon.
Asteroid depleted.
So I'll have to start dumping limpets, I think. Yep. How many fragments are here still? I think I'll have to start doing that now. I usually pick like, I don't know, 10, 15-ish, depending on how much I still have left. You know, as more you get to the full hold, the less you want to dump in one batch, because ideally you want to fill the refinery as well. Okay, there's some contacts up there, but I don't see anything. Interesting.
Prospector limit engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limit failed. Prospector limit engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limit failed. Prospector limit engaged.
Okay. I didn't see that one at all. I don't have to because it's just not really useful rock.
Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
Alright, let's see.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Not really.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
Hmm.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
Alright, I decided to have a hard stop here,
Asteroid scan
but I'm still a little unlucky this time around. There's some ships coming in too.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Come on.
Scan detected.
Alright, this is like a weird spot to be in, so I'm just gonna do the dash. See ya, losers. You see how they all kind of, you know, concentrated around there for whatever reason. So I'm just gonna leave that whole group of ships behind me. I think those are miners, so that should be fine. I'm very close to the center, so I can still keep boosting because... Alright, that's it. Now I just need to wait for the cutter to actually stop. I'll probably do the hard turn here. This does help with the drag. Alright, so how about you? You see, this is like really the flexibility of cutter, you know, I just boost away, I'm all clear, and I can just, you know, immediately continue with whatever I've been doing.
Prospector limpet engaged.
And, you know, it was a good call because suddenly there is a platinum rock right here.
Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch. Asteroid
There's also high yielder, 1.69, which is what we like.
Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Well, too bad
Asteroid
about this one.
prospector limpet failed.
If I can hit it from here, that is. Oh, looks like I will.
Prospector limpet
And also mineable.
asteroid scan complete.
There's some radar signals coming in, but so far seem to be ignoring me. Probably some other fight.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Alright, we are slowly finishing up here. I think it's just one or two more rocks and that's should be done.
Asteroid depleted.
How about maybe you? maybe you. Oh, we'll see. Start with this one, move to the other one next.
Prospector limpet engaged. Collector limpet expired. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
Got some contacts around here. T6 Vulture. Okay, this guy's definitely going after me.
Asteroid scan complete.
I don't feel like fighting at the end of the run, so gonna do one more dash. Now you can see they really cannot keep up with this, like, at all. I mean, if these were engineered ships, you know, they could definitely keep up, but that's not what NPCs do. I have only the transporter there on the radar, so again, I'm in clear. And now I should be probably able to finish this run, hopefully. Sometimes they keep coming at you, so I have to just keep an eye on the radar.
Asteroid depleted.
Alright, obviously I've been here.
Asteroid
So, let's try this. Alright, I'm gonna do the hard stop here because I don't feel like turning around.
prospector limpet failed.
Seriously. That was lame.
Prospector limpet
And pointless.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet
This one, not so much.
Asteroid scan complete. Collector limpet expired.
But again, the collectors died for whatever reason. But I think it should work. Probably in our advantage.
Asteroid depleted.
What was the next one from this? There it is. I wanted to check these two little ones. I'm gonna risk it a little bit. Seriously.
Prospector limpet failed. Scan detected.
I mean, what do you expect?
Cargo hold at maximum.
You are a Cobra. I'm in a cutter. What do you think is gonna happen, huh? Okay. I don't know what's your deal, but I just wanna find my last rock. Be finished with this. No, I'm not gonna give you anything.
Incoming hatch breaker limpet.
Right, you asked for it.
Hatch breaker limpet avoided.
I didn't want to have to do this, but
Asteroid scan complete.
you think you can take me on. You can't. Still. What exactly are you trying to achieve here? I think it's like suicide by attack or something like that, because you obviously cannot win this. Stupid NPC. Do you wanna die already? I don't have time for your crap. Finally. So did that prospector actually hit anything? Depleted, cool. Oh, they need to collect all that crap too. Think I need just one rock, I think, to be finished with this. So yeah, let's just random prospect around here.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospector limit failed. Prospector limit engaged.
I'm 18 clicks away and there's still like shitload of contacts. What the hell is going on here? Did you all move to this 18 point mark to just to bother me? Like seriously, guys. Literally flying to one spot that I'm at. It is so typical. I just won my last rock. Okay, yeah, right. And there's out of nowhere there's a Conda just sitting there. Right. This run is weird, and that's because I'm streaming it, you know? Obviously. Okay, there's another one coming in. That's FDL. Okay, I guess the game just decided that they want to send some pirates after me, you know, no matter where I go, there's a pirate waiting for me. Which is completely not normal. I've never seen that, like ever. So thank you, Elite, and your so-called RNG, which is basically just, you know, playing always against you, I think. At least the collectors didn't die yet. So maybe now I can find the final rock. Or maybe not.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospector limit engaged.
I have only a couple of limpets left, so...
Prospector limit failed. Prospector limit engaged.
Finally. So this should be the finished
Asteroid scan.
of this run. Let me just dump these.
Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch. Asteroid depleted.
Alright, I'm gonna just target my carrier. You can see there's a lot of people around here. Target my carrier so I can get the proper bearing. And I think that's be it, no? Just want these two guys here. Well, I'm not gonna fool this completely, but almost. Alright, so that's it. I'm just gonna boost away from here and we can check the stats, because that's pretty pretty interesting piece of third-party software. You can call it like that, I think. I hope. I'm just gonna hit Super Cruise here. Alright, let me alt-tab here into the mining analyzer. I'm gonna put a link into the description. I don't think I did. So what I want to do here is import my journals while approving. And now they're gonna load in. It's gonna take a little bit. And you will see these sessions here. You can see this one took longer because obviously I had the explanation part there, and also the mining was longer. These are the previous ones. Yeah, so you can see like how long it usually takes. And if you check the details here, you can actually see the whole progress. So this is basically where we started mining around here. Yeah, this was the pause of, you know, moving around. So all in all, this thing took, yeah, 59 minutes, which is about 10 minutes longer than it usually does, as I can show you real quick in one of these guys here. You know, this took 47 minutes to fill the whole thing. And we are usually looking at 450-ish, sort of. 450, 460, you know, the first one was a little lower, 423. So yeah, I mean, on average, you are looking at, you know, 45 to 50 minutes to fill the 512 tons. So that's it, guys. That was the update. The run didn't go as smoothly as I hoped, but it still was pretty okay. I showed you all the stuff that I wanted to show you, so hopefully this will be helpful for you.